And a very good morning to you. It is Sunday morning, the 27th of March, the year 2022. And this is your friend, Angus Buchan, with a thought for the day. If we go to the Gospel of John, chapter 12 and verse 19. Look, the world has gone after him. That's right. One genuine miracle equals 1,000 sermons. You cannot argue about it. That's right. You cannot dispute it. You see, Lazarus had been dead for 4 days in the tomb. And now he was walking around alive. And no one could dispute that fact. You'll see that in verse 17 of the same chapter. The world has gone after Jesus because he performed miracles like no one else has ever done before. You see, it was not the sermons that he preached. In fact, the only sermon that we know of was found in Matthew chapter 5, the Sermon on the Mount. It was only recorded once, and I believe that it was the signs, the wonders, and the miracles that Jesus performed that people saw and followed after him. The whole world has gone after him. You know, some people say that miracles stopped happening when the apostles died. I don't believe that at all, because in Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 8, the Word of God tells us that Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Just yesterday, I was visited by a school, a class of senior students who were using our little book, Faith Like Potatoes, as a set book. Obviously, I was deeply honored, and I had the privilege of speaking to them and praying for them. And one of the students stood up and said, "Where did you get the name from, Faith Like Potatoes?" I said, that was a name that Peter Marshall, he was a pastor to the U.S. Senate in America many years ago. He came across from Scotland as a printer, studied, and became the personal chaplain to the U.S. Senate. And he said, you've got to have simple faith. You've got to have faith that you can touch, faith that you can taste, simple faith like potatoes. Just believe and stop arguing, and you will see many more miracles. I stood up at Kings Park Rugby Stadium in Durban, and I said, I'm going back to plant potatoes. In a year when El Nino was prevalent, and they said, don't plant your marginal fields. I said, I'm going back, and I planted a crop of potatoes. And you know, we had a beautiful crop of potatoes that year. So faith is to believe what you cannot see. And the reward of that faith is to see what you believed. That's what Augustine said. Have a wonderful Sunday. And Jesus bless you. Goodbye.